And we are live. Today, they have released a new snapshot. I do apologise for it being so late. They actually released it a lot later today, which I didn't expect. I thought they would have released it earlier. Let's quickly just turn the music down. There we go. Let me know in chat if everything's working good. This week's snapshot is a very small one. There's literally little to no changes. It's more bug fixes. And then I think they made one change to the Warden, and then it's just a load of technical changes. So I'm just going to wait to see if everything's working in chat fine. And then we will jump into it. Okay. Right, there we go. Let's leave that to do that. Everything's fine. Okay, so let's now turn the screen to the patch notes. And then we can, if I do that and do that. Yep, there we go. That's patch notes. So let's now cover them. Let me quickly just get them up. And there we go. Welcome also Tony to stream and Jemiah. So this week, Thursday Snapshot, apart from some bug fixes, some fancy changes to chat, we're introducing chat preview as a new way to basically, just a new security way for chat again. So changes in this snapshot, Warden and Iron Columns now make sure to spawn above something solid. I don't know if that's a bug fix to something. But Wardens and Iron Golems now only spawn above something solid. Is that a fix to like the powdered snow farm and stuff like that? I think so. And then technical changes. Servers now enable chat preview, which displays a server controlled preview above the chat edit box. Changes to the locate and place commands, and then point of interest tags. Okay. Chat preview. I'm not going to go through the chat preview things just because it's weird and I don't understand it that much, but this is linked in the description if you do want to go in and read it properly. So commands, added template sub command to place, locate command move to locate structure, locate biome move to locate biome, added locate POI type. I don't understand what much of this means. We'll cover it obviously when we jump in. Servers will now also send an additional icon packet after a player has connected. This allows servers to enable status fulls to set an icon and thingy, whatever, okay. Place template. The place command can now be also place templates at a given location. What is a template? Place template works like using the load button in a UI for a structure block. Oh, okay. That's actually quite good. Point of interest types removed unemployed and nitwit point of interest types. Added tags, point of interest types, and then required job sites to the villager profession. And okay, that's just a load of things to do with villagers, bees, beds, and stuff like that. And then bug fixes. Let's quickly just see if there's any that we need to worry about. Tadpoles hatch inside of adjacent blocks, causing them to suffocate and die. I noticed that, and that has now been fixed. Warden sniff behavior continues after being distracted. Warden despawns when too far away. That's been fixed like 4 times during 1.19 snapshots. Warden is not angered when hit by a blaze fireball. Warden nearby closest sound is unused. Warden can stop chasing a target if just roared at. Warden doesn't turn towards the direction it is firing. The sonic boom attack. Okay, so it's just a load of Warden, basically AI changes. Warden spawns in blocks that have no collision. Is that like trapdoors and stuff like that, I think? Warden cannot spawn on a single snow layer like other mobs. Okay, so once again, this is linked in the description if you do want to actually go and look at it, because there's a lot of just basic fixes for the Warden. So now let's jump over to the gameplay, and let's try and figure out this new place thing, because that has been changed again. So, place, feature, jigsaw, structure, template. So, features the same, as you can see, it's just all the actual features. Then jigsaw is completely the same. It's got obviously all the jigsaw pieces of the structures. Structure seems to be the same. Looks like it looks like they are doing the final touches, because Fireflies have now been confirmed to be scrapped, so they won't be added, and also the birch forest has now confirmed to be scrapped. So I guess it is now just them finishing it. But the template seems like it's the, to load templates in the world, which I don't have because this is a new world. But they've also made changes to locate. Okay, so the locate command has now been changed to locate, and the biome command, locate biome command, has been moved. We did mention this in last week's stream. It's now locate biome POI structure. So to locate a biome, you just now need to put a gap between them, and then you can obviously locate it like before. Then to locate a structure, it's the same thing. It's now just, you have to actually specify that you want to locate a structure, and you can now also locate POIs, which is pretty good. Basically, a POI is what mobs use as their home, their bed, their workstation. So as you can see, right here, a beehive and a bee's nest is classed as a POI, so are beds. And so are obviously all the actual workstations. I don't know why a lightning rod is classed as a POI, but apparently it is. If I place a lightning rod, it will then tell me that there's a lightning rod there, which I think is actually cool, because if you're building like a horror map in some sense, or not a horror map, but some sort of map, and you need all workstations within a village to be destroyed, you can now actually just run the hashtag villager. Where was it? You can now just run like hashtag village, and it will tell you, I think, if there's any workstations left within that village, which is quite cool. I like that. I don't know why some of the things are. I'm guessing it's something probably to do with their code. But I don't understand why lightning rod is a POI. Neither do I understand why home is, I think, the villager's bed. I think that's what that is. Lightning rod and lodestone, I don't understand why they are POIs. Maybe it is something to do with their actual AI, or maybe maybe it's something to do with like a mob interaction or something like that. Meeting is obviously the center of a village. Nether portal is obviously the Nether portal. So yeah, I don't understand them two. Welcome to the stream, Dream Plays. Welcome to the stream, K. It's terrible that they delayed and scrapped the Birch Forest revamp, because the revamp would have made Birch Forest. I don't think it's scrapped or delayed. I don't think they were ever meant to show it. I think it's one of them things that it was accidentally shown. It was maybe within the files for the mangrove swamp things, and they forgot to remove it or something. I don't think it was meant to be shown. And I think when they noticed they showed it, they didn't say anything about it because they just wanted to ignore it. Slash locate added in 2016. The locate command has been altered within this snapshot. This is a wild... what do you mean by that? But yeah, the actual locate command has been changed. They've basically split it up into 3 parts: biome, POI, structure. The locate biome command is no longer a thing. They've just split it up into, you can either pick between if you want to locate a biome, a POI, or structure, and then obviously if you pick biome, it shows you a list of the biomes. If you want to pick structure, it once again shows you a list of the structures. And the same with the POI. Once again, POIs are basically villager workstations and anything that has a work-based thing to it. So bee hives, bees nests, and stuff like that. And also, meeting is the center of a village, I believe. So if we actually locate a structure and then locate a village, we can do #village, I believe, to locate any village. Yep, there we go. So yeah, here we go. We're at a Savannah village. So let's quickly now, if we run the locate POI meeting, 6 blocks away at 340, which is this block, and then 60, which is, yeah, this block. The very center of the village is what they classed as meeting. Warden changes. It's mainly bug fixes with the Warden. But the main change is the Warden will now no longer spawn on non-solid blocks. It has to have a solid block under it for it to spawn. Same with the Iron Golem. The Iron Golem will now need to have a solid block under it. I don't know what that's relating to. I'm guessing that's relating to like powdered snow and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm guessing it's related to powder snow. We can actually, let's quickly just try this. So let's get a Shrieker. Shrieker. I do actually have a video almost ready that will probably be released on Monday, I think. Maybe tomorrow. It depends on if I get to finish it in time. Where I have actually worked on quite a lot for the addition to the wild update. Is it really? Is next week really Minecraft 13th? I know it was in May sometime. I didn't know it was next week. So if we have this here, are game sounds on? No, they're not. I thought I couldn't hear nothing. So if I now put powdered snow here, oh, that's not a powdered snow, that's the Warden. If I put powdered snow there, will it still spawn in the powdered snow? Or will it no longer do that? This isn't going to be true, is it? No. So we actually need to do that and set this to true. Set block. The coordinates I'm standing at. Skull Shrieker. And then we need to do the tag of can summon to true. There we go. And now if I set this off, will the Warden spawn on them blocks? Warden approaches. Okay, so that's the first one. It's relating to iron farms, I think, when using villages in iron farms. Golems would... okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I think this has been patched. Because it's the Warden's just whining. Draws closer. That's a new name. That's a new subtitle rename. The Warden draws closer. Warden digs. Okay, you're digging down. So yeah, I think that has been altered then, because I don't think the Warden can actually spawn on powdered snow anymore. Which, if that is the case, it's nothing to do with nighttime. The Warden can spawn no matter time of day. I think it's the fact of if I put solid blocks here now, can we actually do, let's see, maybe trapdoors it can spawn on? I don't know if these are technically classed as solid blocks or not. So let's maybe do one like that. And let's maybe do some more here. And I think that should work. If I open them, that one's in the wrong way. So if I do that, and then open them, these ones are actually facing the wrong way as well. Let's do, there we go. So now, in theory, the Warden should spawn... Yeah, I don't know. The Warden, I'm pretty sure, can spawn no matter the time of day. I don't think time of day matters. There we go. You can see it's daytime and the Warden has spawned. So, it spawned on the trapdoors, so they have patched it. It can no longer spawn on snow blocks or powdered snow blocks. And it can no longer spawn on things with no hitbox, so signs, buttons, grass, and stuff like that. It has to spawn on a actual hitbox block, which actually breaks my Warden farm, because I use powdered snow in that, which is now obviously not a thing. I guess you could use trapdoors, but it would mean it's a lot slower, because you'd have to wait for the Warden to walk off of the trapdoors. I'm trying to think, is there another block that has like a smaller hitbox? It has to have a hitbox, that's the only thing. It can't be like a sign or a button. Next week, get Snapshot 22 pre-1. If it is a pre-release, if next Snapshot is a pre-release, they don't call it 22W. It breaks a lot of iron farms too. Yeah, this seems like it's gonna have to do a whole full rework of iron farms and stuff like that because of this change. But yeah, if next week's Snapshot is a pre-release, they don't call it 22W. It will be called 1.19 pre-release 1. The actual naming of pre-releases is different to how they name snapshots. So, can the Warden spawn on open trapdoors, open fence gates? I don't believe they can. Nope. It takes notice angrily. I think that's basically saying that it can't spawn due to invalid blocks nearby. Yeah, I think that is what that means. Semex, welcome to the stream. So, basically, okay. The Warden has spawned on the Shrieker, which we knew it could do. So, yeah, this now basically means that Wardens, as well as Iron Golems, now only spawn on solid blocks, which are glass. I don't think glass and leaves are classed as solid blocks. So, it's going to have to be something that is like a complete solid. Maybe hitbox is too small. Yeah, that's, I don't know, is that a good change or a bad change? I think that's mainly just to stop the mobs spawning in certain conditions where they can't, like maybe having carpet or buttoning things over. I think that's probably what that is trying to fix, but no clue. And really, that is like everything within this snapshot. They made the one change to the Warden and the Iron Golem. And then they also made the change to... obviously the command. Another thing that they did also fix was the Warden will now face at the mob when doing its Sonic Boom attack. Which is obviously something that it wouldn't do before. It would look in any direction and then just attack it. Leaves are solid but transparent blocks, I think. Is there a way to see what blocks are solid? I don't actually think there is a way. There's probably a list on, I don't know, like the Minecraft wiki or something. But it's just like, I think it's probably to fix the fact of maybe the Wardens and Iron Golems were spawning on blocks that weren't valid, and then obviously it means they could kill mobs and stuff like that that you didn't want them to. This Warden is just absolutely going savage on everything within this village. I really wonder what happened to the normal swamp revamp, because the normal swamp revamp is also... Did they... I don't actually know. Did they say anything about a normal swamp revamp? I can't remember. I remember them saying that they were adding the mangrove swamp. I don't remember if they actually mentioned anything about a normal swamp revamp. I could... they might have. I just can't remember them saying anything. I think the best thing within this snapshot is obviously the split of the locate commands. Now all merged into one. I think that's okay. The Warden's absolutely wrecking all the villagers. He just done a ranged attack at a mob he could have hit. Okay. But yeah, they split all the actual commands for that. I like that they did. Okay, maybe... I don't know then what they... Oh, the Fireflies was a part of the revamp to the swamp. Maybe that's why they scrapped it then. Because the Fireflies were cancelled, they just thought there's no point doing anything. Yeah, then they're technically not scrapped. They're scrapped for 1.19. They said they hope to add them in the future. They just don't know when or what use they will have in the future. Because obviously frogs don't eat them, or they're poisonous in real life, and they didn't want to add a mob that would harm frogs. And I've seen a lot of people say, why are Minecraft going or trying to go for realistic things? It's for the simple fact is, Minecraft is played by a lot of people, all different ages, young. I don't actually know the rating of Minecraft. I think it's a T, which is teen. So it's like 12, 13 plus, I think. I could be wrong on that though. What is the rating of Minecraft? It might actually be an R. What is Minecraft's rating? What is Minecraft age rating? Age rating for Minecraft is 10 plus. So yeah, you've just got to remember it's an age of 10 plus. They don't want to have a thing in the game where a 10-year-old would think, okay, Fireflies I can feed to frogs. Then they go out in real life and feed it and it harms the frog. It's the same thing with why they didn't make dolphins rideable, and also why they didn't add sharks in aquatic. It's just the fact of they don't want younger people, or even older people, to think that you would go and harm the mob thinking it's helping the mob. It's the same with like bees and goats, why they haven't made them drop anything upon death. Because they don't want people to go out hunting them thinking they would be useful. Can you explain what's new or what's changed? They made a change to the Warden. The Warden will no longer spawn on solid blocks. Or will only spawn on solid blocks. It will no longer spawn on non-solid blocks. It's the same with the Iron Golem. The Iron Golem the Iron Golem will no longer spawn on non-solid blocks as well as the Warden. And they also made a change to the locate command. The locate command has now been split into different parts. Locate biome, POI, or structure. The locate structure and biome work exactly the same. Apart from it's no longer locate biome. It's now got a space between the locate and the biome. And then you obviously put the biome. And the difference between locate structure is you now need to actually specify that you want to locate the structure. And POI is basically anything that has a profession. So any villager workstation, meetings, which is the center of villages, nether portals, lightning rods, lodestones, and then also bees and beehives. Or bees' nests and beehives. They did it with parrots and chocolate too. Yeah, they've done it before, and I think that's where they realized that it's not the best thing to do. Because if it was a game where it would... They've gone off of some realistic things. So if they then started going unrealistic, people would be confused. And because Minecraft is not just for older ages, it would be very confusing on what's right. And they actually added bees in 1.15 to raise awareness for bees becoming extinct. So they've actually, bees wouldn't have got added, I don't think, if they weren't doing that awareness, or they wouldn't have been added at that time. So yeah, it's just the fact of, I understand why they haven't added fireflies. Maybe they want to work, they obviously do. They want to work on them a bit more to make them a bit better, which is understandable. Look what they done with the Warden after they delayed the Warden. The Warden was delayed twice, and the Warden we have now is nothing like the Warden we would have got in 1.17. It wouldn't have emerged from the ground. It wouldn't have had any of its like unique sniffing stuff. Bundles, no, bundles have been confirmed not to be in 1.19. Bundles, they said they still want to find a solution for touch controls, and they want to obviously have them in parity. So until they fix the touch controls for Bedrock Edition, they will not be accessible in survival mode for Java. You can still get them by doing obviously /give, but you obviously need access to creative mode for that. But yeah, they're still here, and they still work exactly how we last saw them to work. But there's no way to get them in survival mode just yet, and there's no plans to, at least in 1.19. They are still coming though, at some point in the future. The thing is, if the update is out in 2 to 3 weeks, we'd have to wait Minecon to know about 1.20. I don't reckon it'll be out in 1 to 2 weeks. For the simple fact is, normally they start pre-releases about a month before its release. Release candidates are normally a week or 2. So my prediction is probably mid to late June it'll probably release. No, yeah, they haven't added the bundle. The bundle is here. Do you think there will be a data pack? I've actually created a data pack to add the bundle recipe to Minecraft Survival. So if you do want to have a recipe for the data pack, then I've got one out there. I don't actually know where though. Bundle added in Bedrock Edition? I don't think it has been. Has it? Let me quickly just check. This is Java, just to let you know. I'm playing Java right now. I don't think they added the bundle to Bedrock Edition. Let me quickly just try and find the Bedrock patch notes. Yeah, the bundle's not in Bedrock Edition. They've confirmed that the bundle will not be a part of 1.19. Vanilla Tweaks has it as well. Yeah, Vanilla Tweaks has it, and there's also, I think, another website that has it. I don't really understand why the wild update, why the wild update would be small update, because I don't think it's small. This is another thing where people are saying it's a small update. It's not a small update at all. We have got one of the biggest structures we have ever had in Minecraft with the ancient city. You've got to remember, people think that because the Warden and the Deep Dark was teased back in 2020 to be added in 1.17, it's not new. Now, the problem with that is what the Warden was, there weren't no ancient cities. What the ancient cities were back then was the little huts at the side in caves. They were like 5x5 huts in the deep dark. Now the ancient city is like a 100+ block structure. The Warden, it didn't have no emerging animation, no digging animation, no ranged attack. It didn't have no unique structures at all. Not structures. It didn't have no unique like animations or anything like that. And as for content in this update, let me actually find the world. I did actually compare it. I was going to upload it as a video, but I didn't actually like how it turned out. So I scrapped the video. But if we actually compare what's been added in 1.19 compared to 1.17, 18, 16, and all that, I think if I do... I don't actually know where it was. It was in a village somewhere near 00, I believe. So if I go this way, I don't actually know where it was. I could be wrong by going this way. It might not have been near 00, but I believe it was. Let me quickly... I think it was near this water somewhere. Was it? It was near some sort... Yes, here we go. Right here. So, let's quickly just look at this. So, let's start with 1.15. Obviously, 1.15 was a very small update. This is all 1.15 added. Now, this is actually actual blocks and features. Blocks and items and mobs. This is not changes like in 1.15 they added the Iron Golem cracking. Technically, that's not a new feature. It's a change to the Iron Golem. So this is only mobs, blocks, items, structures, biomes that are actually new. So in 1.15, this is all we got. We got the bee, the bee's nest, beehives, and then obviously the items related to them. In 1.16, we got everything within this chest, including the Sultan Valley, Warp Forest, Crimson Forest, Basalt Deltas, Bastions, and Ruined Portals. And then we also got all of this. So in 1.16, we got what? Just a little over 3 chests. In 1.17/18, now I've combined these together because if they weren't combined, 1.18 was technically a small update because it only added a few biomes. Although it overhauled the whole generation, it didn't really add anything. So I've combined them together just because technically they were one update. So in this update, we obviously got all the copper, all the new deep slate ores, deep slate calcite, as you can see, all that there, glow squids, goats, axolotls, amethyst, candles. Then we obviously got snowy slopes, stony peaks, jagged peaks, frozen peaks, grove, dripstone, lush caves, and meadows. And then also amethyst geodes, which I did forget. And now 1.19, as you can see, it's not that small of an update. Yes, it's smaller than all of these 3. It's the closest to 1.16, and that is an ad. Let me quickly just pause that. So yes, technically it is smaller compared to other updates, but in the other updates, we didn't get a mob that is completely unique to how the game is played. We didn't get a structure that is the biggest structure we've ever seen. Yeah, the only thing 1.18 added, well, it added all the new biomes, but blocks and items, it only added other side. So that's why I've combined them together. Excluding biomes, it only added other side. That is why I've combined them together, because it was only the one item. But that's only because everything else was added in 1.17. That is why it was only one item. But yes, compared to other updates, the wild update is small. But if you look back at them, we didn't get a mob. This is obviously talking about the Warden. That is a unique experience for the complete game. So, yes, we got like glow squids, goats. The glow squid is just technically a retextured squid. Goats, Okay, they have their unique uses, but they're not unique. Axolotls, once again, they have their unique uses, but they're not completely game-changing like the Warden is. So, yeah, it's a smaller update, but is it a small update? No, it's definitely not. And I think that's where people are getting confused. Because we haven't got as much in it as we would normally get, people think it's small and overrated update. That's the right word I was looking for. But in my honest opinion, just because we haven't got as much, the things we have got is more advanced than most other updates. Like, we've got the goat horn, which is unique to, obviously, music. We've got a thing to actually locate your death location now. We've got a way to farm XP that is actually legit, not using bugs. And we got, obviously, loads of new farming mechanics with the LA for the collection system. We got, obviously, a way to farm new light sources. We got a way to have collection systems now be split into 9 different blocks using the chest boat. I said it in the Discord, in my Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, the link is in the description. But yes, the update, the name, I wouldn't, if I was a dev, I wouldn't have picked the name The Wild Update. Because although it's a good update, it's not wild. Or at least it's not wild enough. Because when they said wild, in my honest opinion, I expected more biomes to have overhauls. I expected it to be more of a wild update. But yeah, it's not a small update at all. Yes, it's smaller than other updates, but it's not small because what we have got is more advanced than anything we've got before. Like Skulk, you can now actually kill a mob next to this block and it spread in a charge around the floor, which is unique. We haven't got anything like this. The closest we've got to this is moss, bone mealing moss, and that's nothing like this. Then obviously we got the Warden. We got the fact of a new block that is absolutely pointless at the moment, which hopefully it has a use at a later date. We obviously got Mud, which is just a basic building block. We got a new music disc once again. Recovery Compass. We got obviously technically 4 new mobs, but if you actually want to count it, it's 3 because the Tadpole and Frog, although they are different mobs, it's technically just the baby of one of the other. We've got the first ever is it cold-blooded or something like that type of mob that changes variant dependent on the biome. That's the first ever time we've seen that before. We've got a mob that is unique to Redstone. And we've got obviously the Warden, which is completely unique to how the game is played. So, yeah. Let's just end this by saying, although, yes, it is smaller than other like, Minecraft updates, it's not a small update. Yes, and they are only adding 1 animal like the frogs and tadpoles. Really want to see more animals. Yeah. Yeah, the ancient cities, if you remember, the ancient cities was, like this. If we're going back to, like, 2017 Minecraft Live, the ancient cities was a structure that looked kind of like this on the edge of the deep dark, and then it had some candles and some cobwebs in it. So technically this is what the ancient city was meant to be. It was meant to be a structure that looked kind of like this. I can't exactly remember what it looked like. And then it had, I think, some barrels in it at the back with some candles on the floor. So I think it looks something like this back in Minecraft Live. I can't exactly remember. as it was obviously like a year or two ago. But it looks something like this. This is what the Ancient Cities was going to be if we got it in 1.7. If we got the Warden on that in 1.17, we wouldn't have got the... we would have got the Skulk Catalyst, but it wouldn't have done the charge like it does now. We wouldn't have got the Warden summoning from the ground. It would have just been found within the Deep Dark, like pillages and that in outposts. It would have just randomly spawned there. But if I remember correctly, this is what the actual Deep Dark structure was actually meant to be like. Obviously, it weren't meant to be on the surface. It was going to be in the Deep Dark. But it was something like this. So it was a lot smaller. And then I think it had some cobwebs. Maybe. I can't remember. I think it had some cobwebs in the top like that. So something like that is what it would have looked like if we didn't get the Ancient Cities. Now this, compared to Ancient Cities, is, in my honest opinion, a complete game changer. Just coming across this inside of the Deep Dark, it would have felt like, okay, you found something unique, but it's not like something you would want to go and explore loads of times. Yeah, they were like abandoned tiny rooms. Yeah, something like this. I can't exactly remember if it was like this. I'm pretty sure it had oak pillars in it. It had barrels. It had candles and cobwebs. So it was something like this. It might have been obviously a bit different. But this, compared to Ancient Cities, is absolutely massive. A massive difference. It's like a, what, let's say 6x6 compared to Ancient Cities, which are like 100+ blocks long and wide. As well as, obviously, all the unique loot inside of the Ancient Cities. The recovery compass, the ability to get easy enchanted golden apples. Well, not easy, because it's not easy to encounter the Deep Dark. But easy to find them if you want enchanted golden apples. I think where this Deep Dark structure has shown into... I think that, yeah, that was a concept, but one of the actual Minecraft developers did say if the Warden and the Deep Dark was added in 1.17, that is what we would have got. We would have gotten this right here. We wouldn't have got Ancient Cities. We would have got this if it was added. If it was added in 1.17 in Caves and Cliffs like it was meant to, this is what we would have got. We wouldn't have got... oh, we would have got something like this. We wouldn't have got the Ancient Cities. Maybe it might have been altered a little bit to maybe be more like a house and maybe have more rooms. But it would have been something roughly like this. Sonic Boom was also apparently new. Yeah, I think that was actually off of community feedback. I think. I could be wrong. I think Minecraft... I think they had something planned for a ranged attack. But after hearing the community wanted a way to make the Warden not be cheesed, I think they then worked on the Sonic Boom. Because obviously before you could just build up and kill the Warden quite easily. Although this Warden is stuck. I'm just going to spleef you down. And it seems like the Badlands, Savannah and Deserts will not come. No. The 1.19 update seems like it's finished. Or finishing. I don't think we're going to get anything new. If we do, I'll be surprised. But I think it's now bug fixes. Out of everything we've seen that has been scrapped, let's quickly just write this. So we've got Fireflies. Fireflies. We've got also... what did they scrap? Archaeology. Archaeology. I've probably spelled that wrong, but who cares? What else has been that have we seen that has been scrapped? I don't think they'll be adding any new features from here on. Yeah, I don't think so. They might add like one little tiny thing, but I very much doubt it. We won't get no more. I doubt we'll get any more new mobs or anything major. It'll probably be, from now on, it'll probably just be changes, bug fixes. To obviously polish off what we have. So Warden bug fixes, Skulk bug fixes, Deep Dark bug fixes and stuff like that from now on, I think. Until obviously the update is released. And I'm hoping they have an update for the end of this year. I don't know if they will or not, but I'm hoping they do. Even if it was like a small update, like the Buzzy Bees update, I would really like to see some sort of update at the end of this year. I like when they do the 2 updates, like they did with 1.14 and 15. 1.14 released mid to early of the year, and then 1.15 released at the end of the year. And they done it the same with 1.17 and 18, although that was meant to be one update. 1.17 released mid-year, 1.18 released Christmas time. I would really like to see that more, because it splits up the updates and it makes the game feel more updated. It makes the updates feel, or it makes Minecraft feel more updated regularly. And I never actually knew this gave off a light level. What light level does this give? It gives a light level of 6, which is pretty cool. Or 5. Birch Forest, yeah, Birch Forest technically was scrapped, but it also weren't planned, so I don't know if it was scrapped. Welcome to the stream, LP10. I like chatting. That's what we're doing at the moment in the stream. We're just chatting about 1.19 and also possibly what a future update could be. Okay, what is everyone's predictions for 1.20? Because now 1.19 is nearly over. What is everyone's predictions for 1.19? 1.20, not 19. Welcome to the stream, my skin. I hope 1.20 is a structure update. Okay, my prediction for 1.20 is if we go back to all the Minecraft votes, the mob votes, no, the biome votes, I mean. So let's quickly do this on the side. We've had, what, 2 biome votes? We got the swamp in one. We got the desert. We got the Badlands. And then we got mountains. Taiga. I probably spelled that wrong, but who cares? And what was the other one? Deserts. Nope. Mountains. Savannah. Probably spelled that wrong as well, but who cares? So here are the, like, 6 biome votes we've had. Now, we've obviously got mountain and taiga, and we've now got swamp. So mountain and taiga and swamp are all done. The last 3 are hot biomes, or tropical if you want to call it that. So my prediction is 1.20 could be some sort of hot tropical biome update where they update deserts, badlands, and savannas all together. Now, that would be cool if that did happen. I don't know, that might be a bit too much, although what they showed, each biome weren't really getting that much. But all 3 of them are like hot tropical biomes, and then that would have got all the biome votes out of the way. And then it will obviously only leave the mob votes, which they could add them at any point with anything. But if we did get that, what did they say they'd add? Palm trees and meerkats into the desert. Badlands was tumbleweed, better cacti, and vultures. And then savannas was baobab, ostriches, and termites. I think. I might have missed something in that, but I think that's everything. No way you have an i7. That's better than i5. I don't have an i7, I don't think. I think I have an i5. I could be wrong though. Maybe Mojang could add baby skeletons. It would be cool. I would like to see more baby mobs. I think having baby mobs in the game would be cool, especially baby Enderman. I just think they look so cute. When the Tiger won Mob Vote 2018, I didn't really know the Tiger got revamped. Yeah, the 2018 Tiger. The 2018 Desert Tumbleweeds. I thought Badlands was Tumbleweed. I thought Tumbleweed was with the vultures and better cacti. Although it might have been deserts. Yeah, the Taiga update didn't really feel, but I think that's mainly because the actual, like, what's it called? The villages got updated, so the Taiga kind of felt pushed out a bit. What is my streaming schedule? Currently every Wednesday or Thursday, dependent on when the Snapshot releases. I upload YouTube videos every day. And I sometimes stream on Saturday, dependent on if I have time. So to put that in a simpler thing, I upload every day YouTube videos. I stream whenever there's a snapshot, so whether that's Wednesday or Thursday. And then I sometimes stream on Saturdays. I think it was deserts. And I think it was Badlands that had the tumbleweed, but it might have been. You mean pushed out in 1.18? What do you mean by that, Kay? You subbed right away. Thank you for subscribing. Also, my skin, thanks for subscribing as well. That popped up in chat. I've got Monday's video is definitely something you want to be on the channel for. I think it's Monday's video. Depends on if I have it finished in time, because I've got to fix a lot of bugs with it. Currently, anyone in the stream, I'll give you guys a little hint at what it could be. It's basically, I've worked on a mod for 1.19 Snapshot. Currently, it's in 22W18A, which was last week's Snapshot. And I'm basically working on a revamped wild update. In some sense. Obviously, it's not going to add much to it. It's more adding to features we got in 1.19. That's all I'm going to say. You'll have to tune into Monday's video to... or it might be tomorrow's. It'll either be tomorrow or Monday. It depends on how many bugs I've actually got to fix. Because I was actually working on it a lot. So I think I'm nearly there. But I could still be quite a way off. So it'll either be tomorrow at 5 PM BST. Or it'll be Monday at 5 PM BST. I mean, the Tiger got pushed out in 1.18. It did not get the Tiger revamp in 1.14. No, the Tiger did get an update in 1.18. It got the same update that every other biome got. The generation in it could be overhauled. What about the LA? What do you mean about the LA? Do I have plans to change how the LA works? Or change how the LA is? Is that what you mean? Yeah, but Tigers did get updated. They got the same update every other biome got. They can now spawn more mountainous. I think the fact of... Yeah, the LA's here. The LA's here. The LA's right there. Search update spawn egg, Tiger 1.14. Yeah, the thing about the Tiger is... I think people are expecting more of a... I think people were more expecting of like some sort of campsite. Because we got teased to have foxes, campfires, and berry bushes. People didn't expect just to have the campfires spawn in villages. In Taiga villages. People maybe, I even thought, campfires would just spawn maybe throughout the Taiga biome. Just having like maybe one with, I don't know, like a spruce slab. So I thought maybe you'd be able to come into something like this. maybe a bit obviously better than this within the swamp. Badland, deserts, and savannah update. That is what I think 1.20 would could be, or maybe 1.21. Just because I think with us seeing the swamp update, I think they want to get rid of these out of the updates list. Because we've seen half of these now. Obviously, mountains, taigas, and swamps, leaving deserts, badlands, and savannas. So we've seen 3 out of 6. So my thingy, and they're all hot tropical biomes. The desert, badlands, and savannas are all in Minecraft classed as the hot category, or humid, whatever you want to call it. So a hot tropical update could make sense. And maybe we could get something to beaches as well. So that's my prediction. Obviously, that's not confirmed or anything yet. Or it's not confirmed at all. Mojang will add 6 new biomes in 1.20. I don't think so. I think 6 new biomes is too much. I think they could revamp biomes, but I don't think they'd add 6 in one update. They should add more mobs. Yeah, I think mobs is one of the things Minecraft lacks, especially atmospheric mobs, or mobs that complement the ambience while walking around. Because at the moment, apart from seeing one pig or one panda while walking around, it's not very atmospheric when walking around. Maybe having fireflies, for example, they have been confirmed to be scrapped. But just seeing fireflies in the swamps, if they were going to be added, it would have just made the swamps feel way more realistic. Seeing, I don't know, maybe a crow, I don't know, for example, crows maybe could, or owls could spawn within certain biomes. Crabs, yeah, crabs could also be cool for in like deserts or maybe near like water and sand areas. Maybe Mojang should add a tameable dragon. I think tameable dragons would be cool. They'd take a lot of balancing and stuff like that, just because it would be way too OP. Oh, tameable dragons. Okay. If it depends on what they'd do, because you could have a tameable dragon that would be just like the wolf, where it could attack with you and just be like by your side. But having like a rideable dragon, that would be way too OP, I think, and it would be a lot of balancing of like it would just be way too hard. I think that's why the red dragon was scrapped, because originally there was meant to be a red dragon that spawned within the nether. We need more bosses, maybe a new dimension. Yeah, bosses is also something, but when they add bosses, technically you could class the Warden as a boss. I think it is actually classed as a boss within the game. But yeah, they technically, when they add bosses, because according to Minecraft, Elder Guardians are classed as a mini-boss, and so are Ravengers. These two mobs are classed as mini-bosses in the game. In my honest opinion, yes, they're hard to fight, but they're not really bosses. They're nothing compared to the Ender Dragon, the Wither, and even the Warden now. So when they actually add bosses, they need to actually make them feel like a boss. And I don't think these are actually meant to feel like bosses. I think they're meant to be them things that are just hard inside of raids and guardian temples. They should get the flying right. It shouldn't be just like creative flight. Yeah, I think a rideable dragon would be cool if there was some sort of like cooldown. So maybe like a durability bar. Obviously it wouldn't be durability, but maybe after a certain amount of time, you'd have to feed the dragon, or you'd have to sit the dragon down to sleep or nap. Something like that. More foods. That's another thing. Minecraft currently have added a lot of pointless foods to the game. Mainly sweet berries, glow berries. Yes, they're cool to have, but they're completely pointless. Unless you're struggling for food and you have no food source, you're not gonna go and get sweet berries, or you're not gonna go and get glow berries. So I think they need to add more useful foods. Maybe, I don't know, some sort of I don't know, maybe let's take hoglings for example. Instead of making them drop pork, maybe they could drop some sort of hogling meat, which would be maybe the same as pork, maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse. I think all these pointless foods all the time, kelp is quite pointless, although it's faster to eat. It don't do nothing for saturation or hunger. It's the same with glow berries and sweet berries. They're pointless. They're just a thing that you'd only use if you're struggling for food, or if you're doing some sort of maybe challenge. Like a stamina bar, yeah, that would be like a stamina bar where you'd have to sleep, put the dragon to sleep or feed it or something like that after it's flown maybe 200 or something blocks. Or maybe you have to keep feeding it, or it dies or something like that. But they'd have to come up with a very good balance, because having it as the elytra is OP as that is. And I think having a mob that you could just jump on and fly around with, that'd be worse. It'd be way too OP. Because the elytra is kind of balanced out. Although in my honest opinion, I don't think mending should be able to be put on elytras. Now I know that's... Let's turn game sounds, hostile game sounds down, because that warden is very loud. But yeah, in my honest opinion, I don't think mending should be able to be put on elytras, but the simple fact is, they're OP as it is, and they technically can't break. If they get to 0 durability, or they can't go below 1 durability, so you're technically not going to lose them. So, it would be cool. How to tame a dragon? Yeah. Something, it would be cool, but I think it'd a tameable / rideable dragon, it'd be one of them things that would have to be balanced a lot before it's added. And it would have to be one of them things that maybe you'd have to go to the end for, or maybe a dimension harder than the end, or further on in the game than the end. When Mojang add chameleons in Minecraft, I think Mojang should add chameleons, could eat phantoms. Yeah, that would be cool. I think a mob that eats phantoms could be really cool. Because they've obviously got the eating thing working from frogs. So it would obviously be maybe, not obviously copy and paste, but a kind of copy and paste over. They'd obviously have to change a lot, because the frogs and chameleons hitboxes and stuff like that would be different. Minecraft needs vertical slabs. I don't know. Vertical slabs is one of them things that, yes, it would be cool to have, but I can see it being one of them things that if they did add it, it'd be one of them things that a lot of people complain about. For some way or another. In the chests is everything added from update 1.15, then 1.16, then 1.17/18, and then 1.19. Just so we could have a look at what every update added from 1.15 up to the current 1.19 snapshots that we're in. Just so we could compare what was added in 1.19 compared to other updates. Which 1.19, as you can see, I have taken quite a few stuff out of this chest now, but we've actually got quite a lot. I've took the catalyst out. And also the mobs have been moved up here because I changed the spawn eggs for the player heads just because it's easier to see. But yeah, this update, yes, it's smaller, but I like it. I think the wild update is a cool update. I once again don't think it fits the wild name, but it definitely is a cool update. And it's unique. More ores, armor, and tools. Yes, armor and tools. There is copper goat horns. They were removed. They were added to Bedrock, and in a few betas / previews later, Minecraft actually removed them. And in Java, they only added the normal goat horns, and the copper goat horns stay removed. They haven't been added back to Bedrock, nor were they added to Java. So I'm guessing copper goat horns are maybe either something they've once again scrapped, or they maybe might be reworking them for a future update. Maybe Mojang could do a Paradise update. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. You still have them in Bedrock? I thought they were removed from Bedrock Edition. I thought copper horns were removed. I'm pretty sure in a beta they got removed because they didn't like how they worked. That could be wrong though. I could be wrong on that. What about pet armor? Pet armor would be cool, mainly for wolves, but I think pets need a rework. Just because, yes, it's good and it's cool to tame yourself a pet, or to tame yourself a wolf, a cat, a parrot, but in theory, they don't really do anything. Yes, now wolves do fight for you, and cats scare away creepers, but I think just having pets do more, it would be cool. Maybe, I don't know, they can, without making it too OP, maybe they can, like the LA, bring it, no, because then that kind of takes use away from the LA. I don't know, but it would be cool to have more, like, uniqueness about having a pet. Maybe they can give regeneration to you if you're low or something like that. I just really want to check, I just really want to check Bedrock Edition to see if the copper horns are still there. I'm pretty sure they got removed. And I want to see if they are still there, if we can mess around with them a little bit. But I am also going to be ending the stream soon, because this is only a small snapshot. And I want to go and try and sort this mod out for tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Can you go to the Warden? I want to see it come after you. I indeed can. I think the actual screen has changed to Bedrock Edition now. It indeed has. Let's quickly just edit that. We back to Minecraft. Why is it doing that? There we go. And then alerts. There we go. You want to see the Warden come after me? I think it's going to range attack me, to be honest. But I could... Oh, there's a fish. Come on, Warden. Hey, Warden. Hey, Warden. I think it's... because it's in water, I think it's just going to range attack me because it can't move fast enough. And if it can't actually hit the mob, I think within 10 seconds of it angering, it will just range attack. Yeah, there you go. If it can't hit the mob, I don't know what the timer is, but the way the ranged attack works is if the Warden can't actually get to the mob it's angered at for a certain time, which I think is 10 seconds, it could be a bit longer, it will just range attack. It won't keep trying to get to you. Okay, so I'm on Bedrock Edition. I'm quickly creating a new world. What is the most recent beta that released for Bedrock Edition? I don't actually know. Let me quickly just check that. Beta preview 1.19.32. So this is what I'm one update behind. How does Bedrock work? Is that the right thing? That is the right thing. Yeah, there we go. How does this work? Because I have no clue how, because you have to enable that death message though. Yeah, I like the unique death messages. How does this work? Because you have to enable like an experimental feature, don't you? For the goat horns. Is it just that? Is that the only one I need to enable? Spectator mode, vanilla, experiments, add-ons. I think it is just that, ain't it? Or is there something else I need to enable for the goat horns? This is the one thing about betas and previews. I don't like how they do it, because I don't like all these toggles. In Snapshots, you can just load up the snapshot and have all the features. In Bedrock, if you don't enable this toggle every single time you load into a world, you won't get the features, which means then you have to close the world, reload it. It's annoying. I wish they would just make it so if you're in the beta, you get access to all features, like in Snapshots. The beta's optional, so you don't have to be within the beta. So it's not like you have to be in it. But we're just going to quickly check to see if the goat horns are here, and then we are going to end. Just because I want to sort tomorrow's video out before it gets too late. Okay, Minecraft is just loading, or Bedrock Edition is loading. What was that noise? I think that was Bedrock Edition. Maybe parity will simplify them a bit. Yeah, it's just annoying to have to do it. Sometimes I forget to do it, and then I have to leave the world, create a new world, because I don't think you can actually do it while in game. Goat horn. Yeah, Bedrock Edition don't have the copper goat horn anymore. It's only normal. If I type in copper, yeah, they're completely removed. I thought they removed them. They only have normal, although there's actually different ones than in Java. Let's quickly have a side-by-side comparison on this. If I do that, and I think if I do... How can I do this? I can't do a side-by-side comparison just because the software don't allow it. Ponder, sing, seek, feel, admire, call, yarn, and resist. I don't think we have resist on Java. Goat horn, ponder, Bedrock has. Sing, Bedrock has. Seek, Bedrock has. Feel, Bedrock has. Admire, call, yarn, and dream. Okay, so the last one on Bedrock Edition is called Dream. On Java it's called Dream. On Bedrock it's called Resist. Are they the same sound? That wasn't very loud. Video settings. No, audio settings. So this is Resist on Bedrock Edition. And then if we go to Java and play Dream, yeah, they're the same sound. They just have different names dependent on if you're on Bedrock or Java. On Java, it's called Dream. On Bedrock, it's called Resist. Which is weird. That's a weird parity thing. But anyway, let's now load that up. So anyway, that is where I'm going to end the stream, as I want to sort tomorrow's video out. Let me quickly just get chat back up. There we go. Oh, what if 1.20 is a parity update? I would actually like that. I wouldn't hate that, because I think there's so many parity things, both Bedrock and Java, that needs doing. I really think Mojang should add slimes and magma cubes in a bottle, so you can get the frog light easier. That would be cool, and that'd make a unique way to farm them. They need more uses for gold. Yeah, that is another thing they do need to do. But anyway, I am going to end the stream there. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, and also thanks to Tony for obviously being in chat to moderate it. And I guess I will see you guys in another video tomorrow. I'm hoping to get this video out tomorrow. I really want it because it's, I think, going to be such a good video. But if not, it'll be out on Monday. So if you are not already subscribed, please do so, as I think this video is going to be really cool. But I will see you guys for either a video tomorrow or another live stream, hopefully next Wednesday with another snapshot. So I'll see you guys then. Bye!